How's it going? This is Kieran for Getting Our Shit Together, and today I want to talk to you about the music video by Joel Corry and MNEK called Head and Heart. So you've probably heard this song. It's the one that goes bump bump ba da bump bump ba da 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 da. But even as catchy as the song is, the video for me, I think, is a real piece of genius, right? So if you've not seen the video before, the link's below. Go and check that out. I'll be waiting for you when you get back, and when you do, I'll explain why I think it's so genius and the point that everyone is missing. The concept for this music video, as you might imagine from the title, Head and Heart, it's a battle between the head and the heart. So the gimmick is that it's a split screen and it's the same guy living out two versions of the same day. In one, he's sort of deliriously happy, and in the other one, he's totally miserable and nothing's going his way, right? And I believe that the real meaning, whether the director or the producer, whoever, whether they intended it or not, the real ultimate meaning that we can take from this is the world is going to give back to you what you give to the world. So even though the video is obviously exaggerated to get the point across, I think the message behind it is so true, so spot on. The fact that you are going to get from the world exactly what you give out to it. Now, obviously this can be difficult for some people. There's extenuating circumstances. If the world's just kicking the shit out of you, your loved ones are dying, you've just lost your job from no fault of your own, or even if it is your own fault, it's just difficult to be in a good mood, right? Versus if you were born rich and happy and good looking and tall, it's a lot easier to get that dialed in. However, the truth remains, the best way to operate in this world is the way that's kind of outlined in the happy version of this video. So we're gonna go for it now. We're gonna look for it step by step. So the day begins at 6 a.m. for both guys, and it's immediately apparent who's gonna have the good day, who's gonna have the bad day. The color palette for the happy guy, it's light, it's bright. For the sad guy, it's gray, it's all a little bit miserable. The sad guy, he wakes up, you can see from the look in his eye, it's just like, oh God, another day. I've got to go through this shit again. And we can all kind of relate to that. The happy guy, he just stretches like this. You can see from his face, he's beaming, he's grateful. It's like, yes, another day. I get to express myself. Let's go, right? He jumps straight out of bed, and there's a message in that as well, right? You can't trust your brain first thing in the morning. I know I certainly can't. It's going to tell me to go back to sleep. It's going to tell me bullshit. I've got to leap out of bed and say, let's get on with it. So now we're in the bathroom, they're brushing their teeth, the happy guy's checking himself out in the mirror, he's paying attention to the positive aspects of his physical appearance, and that's what's pumping up his emotional state, right? That's what's getting him ready and putting him in a good mood for the day. The unhappy guy, he's trying to get the last little bits of toothpaste out. He can't even do that. He's failed to prepare properly by buying more toothpaste. As silly and small as that sounds, he's already off to a bad start in this day. Then we're at breakfast. Again, it's a question of preparation. The unhappy guy is eating his sugary cereals. The happy guy has got fruit, nice balanced breakfast. It's going to give him the best possible start to the day. They go outside. The unhappy guy is getting teased, bullied by kids in the background. They throw a ball at his head. His shoulders are slumped forward like this. His body language, his posture is all wrong. He's inviting the world to victimize him. The happy guy goes out. He's not a threat to anyone, but he's also not going to be threatened. He waves at them. He has light, positive interactions with the people around him. He jumps on the bus. There's a girl from work there. He goes and sits right down next to her. It's pure. He's not got any motive. He's not got anything bad going on in his head. He expects things to go well. That's why he sits down right next to her. The unhappy guy doesn't even make the bus, and then we get to work. At work, it's more of the same story. We see the happy guy, he only has positive interactions with his co-workers. He expects things to go well, and therefore they generally do. He's got a frame of mind of upbeat positivity, and it's really difficult to disrupt people like this because they just keep moving forward in a positive direction. The unhappy guy, he's sort of downcast, he's shuffling along, he's probably mumbling. He's not spoken to anyone in a nice way all day, and it's reflecting in his mood. When it comes down to do the report, obviously the happy guy, he's built loads of these happy days in a row, and the culmination of that is that he's winning at life. His sales projections are through the roof. everyone's happy with him, the boss is shaking his hand, and then he's projecting his joy onto those around him. He's shaking people's hands like that. It's all an expression of love and happiness. The unhappy guy, you know, he's not spoken to anyone all day, so how is he going to deliver a good speech, let alone put together a good report? Obviously, this goes badly for him, and we can see the effects of it. It's come from series of days on top of each other which are unhappy, and that's what's led to his life being in this position. The video ends with the two guys, the head and the heart, the unhappy and the happy guy meeting, and that's the culmination of the video. But for me, it comes down to the meaning of it is, if you live your life like the happy guy, this is what the world will return to you. What's the final takeaways that we can get from this video? I'll give you 4 and a caveat. So firstly, get out of your head. Sometimes it's better to listen to your heart over your head, as corny as that can sound. When's a good example? So first thing in the morning when your head is saying, go back to sleep, shut up head, we've got things to do, get up and let's get on with it. Another example, maybe sometimes you're sitting around waiting for something and your head's ruminating on mistakes that you made yesterday or the day before. Why don't we stick our headphones on, get some positive music playing and get a little vibe, get a little joy going for the day ahead. Another example, maybe we get on the bus and the cute coworker is there. Your head might be saying, it'd be weird to go over and speak to her. Would it? Maybe the cool guy goes over, speaks to her with no ulterior motive and just sees how things go from there. Takeaway 2. Expect positivity and prepare for a positive outcome. The happy guy in this video isn't just living in la la land. He actually prepares. He's actually doing well at work because he's prepared for it. He knows that some people in the world are going to try and take advantage of his positive mindset. So you have to be ready to deal with those people as well. It's not just walking around being clueless. It's being happy, being positive, but also living in the real world. The best outcome that we're going to get is to have just a positive mindset, but be clued in for when people are going to take advantage. Takeaway 3 is to be upbeat where possible. People absolutely love interacting with positive people. If you turn up, a smile on your face, ready to work, you've done your homework, you're nice and prepared, you've got the right attitude, back straight, you're not going to take shit from anyone, that's a winning combination. You can't help but succeed under that circumstance. Takeaway 4 is to be grateful. I get it, man. Sometimes it's easy to think, what the fuck do I have to be grateful about? But you know what? We're going to be dead an awfully long time and alive a really short amount of time. So we might as well make it count. We might as well try and make it as fulfilling as possible. My caveat sort of leads on from that, which is that I know that challenges are different for everyone. Some people lead much more difficult lives than others. And if you're in that circumstance, my heart goes out to you. Reach out and I'll try and help you through consultation. If you're totally broke even, we'll try and work something out so that I can help you, okay? Like, we'll do it. We're going to do it together, yeah? I hope that you guys have enjoyed the original music video. I hope that you've enjoyed my overly long analysis of that. And you know what? If you have, please help me out by hitting that like button, hitting subscribe. If you could share it with someone else, that'd be amazing. And you know what? I'll catch you next time.